Alright guys, we got one, the PRS DGT SE. Lots of you were asking me about this guitar. I reached out to PRS and they sent this to me. I do want to throw in out here, I want to throw in the out. Now I do want to throw out here real quick that this video is not sponsored. I reached out to PRS and asked them if I could borrow one of these. So I have to send this back as soon as this video is done because they only have a few of them right now. And they're not paying me for the video, nothing like that. Totally unsponsored. I just wanted to check one out. A lot of you guys were asking me about it and they were nice enough to send one over. So if you do want to support the video and support the channel, I will have Sweetwater links down below. If you want to see those affiliate links, you can check those out. And let's get into the video. So this is my DGT that I bought, no special pricing, discount. I just bought it from Sweetwater, normal price. And it has become one of my go-to and just favorite guitars that I own. So when I heard they were going to do an SE, because people have asked for an SE version of the DGT for a really long time, I was like, I really want to check one out and see how well it compares, because this is a guitar that I got 3-4 years ago and I play it all the time. It's the same card on I think it is. So like I said, my DGT has become one of my main guitars, probably top 3 of all the guitars I own. I kind of just rely on that one a lot. And it kind of got me thinking once I got this, because these SEs, they're always good, but these particular are phenomenal guitars. And I'm like, PRS just always gets it right. Like, why do they always get it right? And I think it all comes down to is they just take their time and they make sure that it's done well, especially when you're involved with someone like David Grissom. I think that when it comes down to it, PRS doesn't rush anything out. They just kind of like let this stuff happen naturally, and it takes as long as it takes to get it done and do it right. So this one, right out of the gate, if I hadn't been playing my DGT so much the past few years and the neck was broken in, I don't know if I'd tell these two apart. Like, they did such a good job of the DGT neck shape, because that is one of the biggest selling points of the guitar to me. I absolutely love the shape. It's my favorite neck of all the PRSs. That's what drew me to it in the first place. And they really, really did nail it with this one. Super comfortable. Doesn't it sound good? Yeah, so my wife was even like, that sounds really pretty. They just hit it out of the park. Like I said, I think if I didn't know my DGT so well, you could switch these two. If I was blindfolded, I don't know if I could tell them apart. They do sound a little bit different. So you'll hear the pickups here in just a second, but out of the gate, this thing, it's, I think, this one's $899 and the gold top is $849. That's phenomenal. If you are looking to get that DGT vibe, these are just, they're going to be the number one SE. I guarantee it. They are that good. The pickups on this thing, they're real like breathy. Like, you know, it really, like you dig in, it reacts. You play real soft, it reacts. You can hear I have kind of like a fuzzy distortion, so when I dig in, it gets really like kind of that big fuzzy sound. But if I play really soft, and I chose the fuzz tone like that because I think that it really showcases the dynamic range of pickups just in general, not just this guitar, pickups in general. Now, there is something that I don't personally care for on these guitars, and that is that they black back them. I don't like this. I've never liked this. I like to look at the actual wood grain. You were never my friend. So I will say my hand doesn't get sticky or anything like that. It's not from like a functionality standpoint. It's strictly, I just like to see the wood grain. I just really like looking at the back of the guitar. Like, look at that. Mahogany is just, it's just nice looking. It's got a pretty grain, that's all I'm saying. And I like to see that, because I always feel like the necks and stuff on guitars, like that's for the player. We're the ones who really get to see those. Everyone else is looking at the tops of the guitar. But, you know, we're back here and we see the back of the neck a lot. So I like to see that. Okay, so I'm gonna do some comparison here. I'm gonna play the SE for a little bit, swap over to the core DGT. They do sound different. There's a little bit of a tonal difference. One of the best things about DGTs, which is what drew me to it over other models originally, was the fact that you have 2 volume knobs. And I've discovered I actually prefer having 2 volume knobs over 2 tone knobs. So instead of 1 master volume and then 2 tones, 2 volume knobs. That is really, once you get used to it, it's hard to not have that and just have tone knobs anymore, because you can treat them basically like tone knobs, you know? Like that, or if I want a wide open. but I prefer having the 2 volume knobs. So here's the neck humbucker, unsplit. You can split it. Bridge. And then coil split, which I prefer the coil split on my DGT better. This one sounds really good. But there's like this warmth that's in mine that I prefer. So it's funny, as good as that one feels and sounds, as soon as I grab this one, I'm like, oh yeah, this is just like, that's the neck that I'm familiar with. So that's the humbucker neck. It sounds bigger, doesn't it? This one sounds bigger. There's this roundness to the note that I've always liked. Humbucker. And then the coil split, which is where I think this guitar really... Oh yeah, right away, I like that. But what's so impressive to me is that the SE, it's keeping up. You know, it's right there with it. And it's... I don't know, super impressive. These DGTs, I would highly recommend checking one out. If you're looking for a PRS that is different from all the other ones, like the thing that I liked about David Grissom's in particular was it feels so unique in the PRS line. So if you're not wanting to go the route of a core, check out the SE version. I think they're all in pre-order right now, so I don't know when exactly those all come in, but I have them linked down below if you want to check them out. And thank you to PRS for sending this over to me. I got to get this back to them because they only have a few of them right now. And check them out. Later, guys. DGT it up. I'm going to end it bluesy, David Grissom style, because that's what you do with a DGT.